Hey guys, and welcome back for yet another video. This is pretty much like a speculation video. This is a wish list that I have that NECA could do the Predators from Killers of Killers. Again, the movie came out just over a year ago. As you can see, it came out on the 6th, and today is the 13th by the time I'm recording the video. So again, it's quite interesting the fact that they haven't showed anything. They haven't showed interest that they are gonna make these guys. Maybe they are making these guys in behind the scenes. Again, that would be awesome because San Diego Comic Con is just about a month away. They could possibly announce these, but technically they could have also done the same thing last year. So again, there's no confirmation from NECA that they are gonna make these ones. Again, this is just a speculation. It's almost like a wish list of mine of some of the Predators that they could do from obviously Killers of Killer, which was an awesome animated movie. I guess you can almost say it's almost like an anthology movie because there was like three different stories, and then there's like in the third act they all come together, and it's almost like a fourth part, which I love. Again, I like the characters, I like the Predator themselves. So again, here's some of the Predators they could do. Obviously, you have the main three right there. You have the I guess I don't technically know their names. I don't know if they do actually have names, but I'm gonna call them like this guy is obviously the Samurai Predator because he was from the feudal Japan area. This is like the Viking Predator, and you have this one which is almost like a cyborg. He has some enhanced technology, which kind of reminds me of the Predator that they did from Concrete Jungle, Stoneheart, which almost had like this, robotic accoutrements to him, I guess, which was pretty cool. Again, this one we didn't saw a lot. He was pretty much inside his ship doing his stuff, but I think he has some cool design. Obviously, he doesn't have the dreadlocks. One of his eyes missing has like this technology, and again, the Viking one is massive, probably the biggest predator out there, or one of the biggest. Technically, the assassin predator is supposed to be like 12 feet tall. This one may be close to that, but again, very beefy. There's a lack of armor, which I like. Obviously, this guy just had his helmet, and he has this. I don't know what you call this, like his big ass, I guess, hand right there, which transforms into like an energy cannon. He was very badass, and obviously the Samurai Predator, which I think was the most skilled one in the series. Uh, Not sure if they're gonna do the characters or not. I mean, maybe the three ones that would be cool. But again, as I said, this is just a speculation video. This is like a wish list of what NECA could do with these. Again, the main three ones right there. Again, enjoyed the movie. I think even the critics enjoyed the movie. The Predator fandom enjoyed the movie. Uh, Again, it's still weird that this one hasn't released on Blu-ray as of yet, because technically Badlands had a release at the beginning of the year, I think, and even Prey, they made like a 4K version of that. So this one is interesting. Plus, also, I believe a couple of weeks later, they've added a scene that Arnold was actually frozen inside the movie, inside like those capsules by the end of the movie, should I say, which is pretty cool. And I think Arnold's supposed to come back and do another one, but it's gonna be interesting because now he's old, and obviously in the movie they froze him while he was kind of young. So after the events of the first movie back in '87, I would imagine. So again, uh, but yeah, I really like the design of this one. They could technically go the route of making these more animated, more stylized, or they could go maybe into the more realistic, attempt and give us more details. But again, this one very nice. Again, we start the movie with this guy pretty much, kicking some ass. With the Vikings, such a badass, looking predator. Like I said, he doesn't have any armor, which usually that means in the movies when they don't have a lot of armors, it means that their rank is pretty high. They don't really need a lot of technology in order to survive. So again, this one had a helmet, but they could pretty much do like two heads with this one, like a helmeted version and then unmasked version, or you can even swap the mandibles like they have been doing on some of their figures. You can do open mandibles and closed mandibles, or they could potentially also do like a battle damage version with the blood that he had while he was fighting the lady in the movie. But yeah, man, this guy such an awesome, unique helmet right there. As you can see, it's kind of opened in front, so you can kind of see the mandibles. I think that gives him more character, which is pretty cool. Again, we have the small beady eyes, but again, this guy only had like one weapon, which was like his big arm cannon thingy. Look how wide this thing is. I think this figure, if they do end up making him, gonna be one of the biggest predators. Probably gonna be like at least 10 or 11 inches tall. And imagine how wide this thing is gonna be. Man, such an awesome uh, you know concept. Again, maybe NECA is gonna see this video. Who knows? That's gonna be awesome. Again, this is another character, see the cyborg predator, which I'm gonna call him. Get very nice design. He didn't have a lot of screen time. Most of the time, he was inside the ship during the World War II period. But again, I like the design. He has this like metal plate on his face. He's covering his mouth right there. And this one doesn't have any dreads. Pretty much like his contraption on the back of his head, if I remember correctly. And again, I like the whole World War II period that this took place in. I think that was a great setting. And then again, you have this guy right here, which was in feudal Japan. Uh, Very agile predator. Also, this one was interesting. It doesn't have any mandibles at the top. You only see the ones at the bottom, which is again very interesting design. Again, very small eyes right there. This one had a lot of weapons. You had the spear on the back, you had the shoulder cannon, or but even two shoulder cannon, right? And then you have the wrist blades right there, which kind of, I guess, I don't know if these extend. I have to watch the movie again. But again, very awesome concept. Again, very ruthless. Predator again, badass face with this one. You could pretty much do like 2 or 3 head sculpts again. I don't think that closed mandibles would have worked too well for this guy, since again, he doesn't have the ones at the top. So again, a masked head and like this roaring, head, that would be cool. Uh, Again, they could include a lot of weapons in this one. And again, with this one, the Viking one, they could potentially do like a light up feature inside of his big arm cannon right there, or even like a paint application that almost looks like it's kind of bright, so you can have this like bluish white effect towards the cannon. But I think this is gonna be big enough so they could pretty much put like some watch batteries inside, and I think that's gonna be cool. And again, technically they can do 4 predators from this one. There's also like the Grendel Predator, or the Grendel King, whatever I call it, from the end of the animated movie. Again, this guy was massive as well. Interesting design, almost like he's wearing another predator's skull as a helmet. Again, if they can do these 4, I think they're gonna sell very fast, very well actually, because NECA, when it comes to the predators, I mean, they are selling like hotcakes. You know, that, and I guess Ninja Turtles, are some of the best selling figures from NECA. So I think that's gonna be a no-brainer. Again, very awesome animated movie. I like this one a lot. I was very hyped with this one. Again, I think they have a different concept. Hopefully, they're gonna do a part 2. That would be amazing, because the way the movie ended, or like some of the characters were kind of escaped by the end of the movie, and like the Predator King was kind of after that. That was pretty cool. And I also like how the end of the movie was like the gladiator kind of arena where they were fighting. That was a very nice concept, I thought. And again, this one which right here, which I believe this is a life-size version that they did for the premiere. As you can see, we have some more clear details, because sometimes in the movie it's dark, we don't really see too much of the details. But I can see this one has like a severed arm. I guess he lost that in like a previous battle or something. And you have this big ass contraption right there with some straps. Very simple in terms of armor. No armor on the legs right there. You have the skirt right there. Uh, and then that's pretty much it. He has very long dreads. But again, this one, if I do remember correctly, in terms of his size, he was over 8 feet tall, because you had some of the actors that was standing behind, in front of him, should I say. And again, massive. He almost looks like a Hulk. Again, very big, very broad at the shoulders. And then obviously this one, again, fantastic design. You have the whole cape with the bones. It almost looks like he has some alien tails right there. This would be such a badass figure they could do, even if they do like a deluxe version, or maybe include like a throne as a separate piece, and you can have this guy sit on the throne. That would be such a badass figure, man. I think they actually done a Predator throne before, which was like a alien queen head, a skeleton head that they had for the throne. That was such a good idea, and again, such a badass design this one had. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think these were supposed to be like bad blood predators. I'm not too sure about that, but it looked that way anyways. So again, this one, the king, had a very nice design. Again, very massive as well. Not sure if it was as big as the Viking Predator, but next to the guards, he was very big. And again, imagine if he's like 8.5, 9 inches tall with the spikes on the back right there. I mean, this thing is gonna be like 12 inches tall if they do end up making him, which again is gonna be a shame if they don't, because usually NECA, they pretty much did all of the Predators from all of the movies, and even some of the Dark Horse comics. So they went, they pretty much they did all the Predators from Predator 2, all of the Lost Clan, and we're still waiting on that damn Wolf Predator, in ultimate form, hopefully one day. And I would like to see like the Predators from the Predators movie, the Berserker, the Falconer, all of those. Even if they go back and make the AVP ones again, the ultimate form with like some updated sculpt and articulation, that would be amazing. But again, that's a video for another time. And again, the back here very detailed. You have all these crazy contraptions. These I don't know if these are technically xenomorph tails. I would imagine not, especially the one on the middle right there have some extra crazy spikes, but maybe some of them are. Again, he was very massive in the movie right there, but such a great design with the cape. Again, we can take a closer look at the armor. Again, it's a little bit blurry, so apologize for that. Again, very nice. These would be such a badass figure. I mean, I would pre-order this one day one. I'm sure a lot of collectors would. So who knows? Maybe at San Diego Comic-Con, where they usually do like a lot of reveals. I'd like to see some of these. If not, well, that's a missed opportunity again for NECA, because if they would have done these, this is pretty much like printing money at this point. It'd be a missed opportunity not to. But again, I like the helmet on this one. Again, it's a little bit small on the front, but it's pretty much to express himself with the mandibles. Again, very nice. This one per se doesn't really have like a mask. As pretty much has this robotic stuff on his face. I think this one has a badass look right there. And again, this one, I don't remember again if we see him without his mask. But regardless, this would be an epic, release from NECA. Again, you can do multiple hands and, swap out again. Maybe the back is gonna be like a separate piece to accommodate that in a box. Who knows? And again, this one, very interesting design. We don't see a whole lot of these. I guess you have to check the concept art when it comes to some of these designs, because again, this one pretty much throughout the movie was pretty much sitting down inside the ship. But you can take a closer look here at the shoulders. You have these massive spikes. Very nice chest plate right there. Again, such an awesome design. Again, I'm not. If they do end up making these, I don't think they're gonna do his spaceship. I mean, that would be awesome. Imagine if the spaceship is gonna be like the same scale as this one, 1/10 scale. But again, I don't think they're gonna do that, because that's gonna be too big. It's gonna be too expensive, unless they do like a GoFundMe or something like HasLab. Again, very awesome design. This one, not sure if he had any light up in the movie, but again, they could do like some batteries inside or whatever. That would be cool. So yeah, guys, as usual, let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this? Do you think that NECA is gonna, do these in the future? Hopefully, because like I said, the movie came out like a year ago or so. So it's gonna be a good surprise at San Diego Comic-Con, which I'm gonna cover on the channel. So make sure to stay tuned for that. And as you guys, make sure to give me a like, subscribe to the channel, is gonna help a lot. And have a fantastic day, have a fantastic weekend, and see you soon on the next video. Take care, guys. Bye bye.